and then we can have a lot more, oh God, I keep doing it again. Getting the golf ball off the tee without flailing it out to the, oh my God, I've so lost that. That was really good. Was it? Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. Hi, I'm Brad Johnson. I'm a PGA teaching professional down here at the Joondalup Resort in Perth, Western Australia. What excites me most as a golf coach is working with individuals, whether it be a junior or the average golfer who's just come and started the game of golf. Overall, I think that there's not one swing for every single person. I think we have to work with individuals, and that's slowly evolving as we are as golf coaches. And a lot of the time, I really believe that helping a person achieve that one goal, whether it be chipping that ball, getting some height in the air to land on a green, or hitting a ball with one straight drive down the fairway, that overall, we just want to be able to give that person a high five, stand there and say, you know, you did that. That was some help from myself, of having experience and being a teaching professional and knowing certain things about techniques, but overall it's you as the individual, you as the person who's worked really hard in half an hour or an hour or over a period of time that you really achieve your goal of improving. So if you would like to just come on down to Joondalup Resort, nice relaxed environment. Here we are out on the golf course, or spend some time on the chipping green, and we'll just try and help you achieve your goal, whether it be in a bunker or out on the fairway. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to help you with some simple tips on how to get yourself out of a bunker and up onto that flat surface there, the green. So here we are in a practice bunker, and today we're going to show you how the bunker is your friend, and you can use the sand as your friend as well. So a lot of the time people are using their body and a lot of other different ways to sort of somehow get that ball moving up and out of the sand trap. So when you're practicing at your local golf course, what's really good is to use the sand to your advantage. So we're going to be drawing some lines here, okay? So the first thing to do is to stand behind, looking out at your target, draw yourself a nice long straight line in the sand down towards the flag stick out in front of you, okay? About half a meter behind it, we want to draw another parallel line which is running exactly the same down the same line, which is where our feet are going to stand, or feet are going to sit, okay? Then we're going to draw a line which runs down through those two, okay? Nice long line. This is going to show us where we're going to be contacting into the sand, all right, with our golf shot. So a lot of the time we want to get our feet really nice and set in a bunker, okay? So we want to really dig down, get your feet down so you can find some nice hard sand, so you can be nice and steady and set, so you can be really aggressive with your golf swing. So the whole reason we were talking about these three lines that we have here is this is where going to be our contact line, that's where our target line is, and this is our feet line. So we're all pointing down to where we want the ball to travel. So because we are in a practice bunker, you are allowed to draw a couple of lines, obviously not out on a golf course. So ball position wise, we want it just in front of center, okay? The whole reason we've got this line nice and long is because when we take our backswing, we want the club to travel nice, long, low, and just back so it looks like like a half, nice soft L shape as we get back to there. Turn your body all the way around, and then we're going to take some practice swings down into that line and see where we're contacting the sand. So always just trying to take that club nice and low, only halfway back there, and really drive down through the sand and get your body moving towards your target, okay? Once you feel confident that you've taken a couple of practice swings to hitting down into that line and you want to give the golf ball a go, move it on in so it's just sitting just in front of that line there. Same thing, set your body, get your feet nice and comfortable, weight just a little more on the front leg, so more of a 60-40 ratio, and we're going to take the club along that parallel line, nice and low as the takeaway, just halfway back, and that's as far as we're going to travel just for this short bunker shot. And all you've got to try and do is hit on down through that line and be aggressive. So the main thing when you are in a bunker is you really want to keep the club moving. You want to be nice and aggressive, and you want to just always turn your body all the way through to your target. That's some simple tips on how to help you with your bunker shot today. So equipment costs and time constraints with people these days is always a big part of not having enough time to play some golf. So here we are in your backyard. We've got some equipment that we've been down to your local hardware store. Very cost effective, some pool noodles and some garden sticks that you can cut down into thirds or into halves, just to have some different heights. And what we're going to be working on today is chipping and understanding how to use different lofts, different clubs, pitching around a green, using a chip and run shot, or use the loft on your sandwich correctly just to get some consistency in your height. We're just going to have a look at a little bit of technique when we're going to be hitting these shots, and then you're just going to spend some time in your backyard chipping around 15 minutes a day, really going to help improve your around the green technique and see some more consistency of getting that ball closer to the hole. So here we have our pitching wedge, and we're going to be using it to chipping it over the blue noodle and underneath the yellow one, and this is using the natural loft on the pitching wedge. So we're going to have our setup club just sitting naturally on the ground, not pushing it forward or holding it back or anything in that matter. A little bit more weight on that front leg, 60-40 ratio, and we're going to have it so that our wrists stay nice and quiet, and we're just going to have our shoulders like a long pendulum, just maintaining this V that we have here in the middle. So it's on the same all the way back here, on the same all the way through. So we want to be swinging that golf club same distance back here, same distance through, keeping it out in front of us. So let's have a go and hit a couple of shots. So this shot with your pitching wedge, we're trying to just get it over the blue noodle, keeping it underneath the yellow one. So as we just talked about with our technique before, feet just shoulder width apart, a little bit more lean on the front leg, 60-40 ratio. And like we talked about, keeping those wrists nice and steady and still, and just getting that club traveling back, using your shoulders going back and through. So that ball position's just forward of center. I'm just going to get it just to pop over that blue noodle. Okay, pretty simple. So here we're going to go change into using our sand wedge. The swing's not going to change at all. I'm just going to have a little bit longer backswing, a little bit longer follow through. Ball position is exactly the same. Weight distribution is the same, a little bit more on that front leg, 60-40. Keeping those wrists nice and quiet. They're not going to be breaking down or doing anything like that. And just a little bit longer on the way back and a little bit longer on the way through. And we're just going to pop this ball just over that yellow noodle. There we go. So there we have it, trying to help you out with some simple techniques. Chip and run shots with your pitching wedge, and then going into your sand wedge to help you get a little bit more loft. So here we are on the practice green, and we have our pool noodles again. So again, cost effective, very easy to go and spend $15, $20 on a couple of pool noodles, cut them up, a couple of garden stakes, cut them to half or quarter, and then it's a lot easier. We're talking about how to use the different heights, and that means we're going to be using different clubs when we're pitching around a green. So a lot of the time people become one club golfers around chipping green. They just stand there and use their sand wedge for 15 metre, 20 metre, 40 metre shot, and just try and hit the same shot, try and land it a foot from the hole. So one of the best things I can give you is the more time the ball spends on the ground around the greens, the more in control of it you are, because your landing area and your target becomes a lot closer to you, so you can see where the ball is going to land, and you have a lot better visual and you build a better picture in your mind. So when we're trying to use our sand wedge from everywhere, you're always trying to land that ball 3-4 feet from the hole, and that's 25 foot from where you're standing. So here again, we've got our pitching wedge. We're going to be trying to land the ball, trying to get it to go over the blue noodle, land halfway or closer to us before it runs out towards the pin. So just using our same technique, got those feet shoulder width apart, a little bit more lean on the front leg, and we're taking that pendulum swing, so half, like up to your knee height on the way back, knee height on the way through. So it's always the same distance on the back swing, same distance follow through. Keeping those wrists nice and quiet. And just watching that ball release out towards the hole. I'm just gonna hit another one for you. Just to develop yourself some consistency. Will help you with how big of a swing you need to be taking as you're going back and forward. So just keep those shoulders moving, keep those hands nice and quiet. Keep that weight slightly on that front foot, the foot closer towards your target. Hold that finish. So we've got our other pool noodle, and we're going to change our club over to our sand wedge, just from the same spot. As we have more loft on the sand wedge, the ball is going to travel a little higher, and obviously our landing area is going to be a lot closer to the hole now. So we're trying to get it over the noodle. The ball is going to land 2/3 of the way towards the flag and have a little bit more control, and obviously not going to run out as much. Same technique, ball position, same position, just forward to center. Club's going to travel just a little bit further back, up to hip height. Keeping those shoulders just moving back and through. Keep that weight slightly on the front leg. I'm getting the same distance, but the ball's going to travel a lot further in the air before it lands on the ground. Same position, club just forward to center. Keep that weight 60-40 on that leg that's closer towards your target. Follow all the way through towards your target. So that's a couple of short skills and some cost-effective equipment that can help you with your chipping around the practice green and out on the golf course.